Firstly, it's very interesting to see the debutant Niger Ratels in the finals of this year's President Federation Cup, and they have shown a lot of resilience coming into the finals. And for them to have struggled in the league, they got their status remained in at the last league game of the season. So it shows that they really upped their game to get to the final of this year. And we couldn't say they were not up to the task, because they lost the final with just penalty, one goal to nil. And for Rivers Angels, they've been there before several years, and this one also, if they had lost, it would have been a big slap on them, especially losing to debutants Niger Ratels. And a lot of things to learn from this particular final, because number one, women football is growing. You never expected Rivers Angels, who came third in the league, to win the FA Cup. Also, you never expected Niger Ratels, who came fifth in their group, who survived the relegation on the last day, to be in the finals. And a lot of young players also coming up. You can see Peace Effiong, you can see Bankole Sofiat, you can see Sefiat, and a lot of things. Olamide Adugbe. These are players that can be incorporated into the national teams on the 17, on the 20, and the Super Falcons. We see the fact that there are a lot of positives. There are a lot of positives in the Nigerian women football, and this positive can be translated into victories at the world stage for Nigeria and the women football folds in Nigeria. And it's not a big thing anyway. It's not a big thing. Rivers Angels emerged the winners, so it is expected. It is expected. The odds are for them. So it's a good thing that the success is maintained and everyone is happy. And for every one of us who watch the match, although the expectations in terms of style of play, in terms of tactics, were not really met, but one thing is that some one or two talented players displayed their skill. They show what they are made of, and they show that yes, they are meant for the future, not only for the present. So all these are factored into part of what this FA Cup is meant to showcase. And we are glad that going forward, we will see more and more of these great talents to play for their clubs and play for the national team. And some of them surely will represent different countries abroad.
Okay. You talked about how the game women's football has improved recently. Let me single out Dreamstars FC. What is the place of this Dreamstars FC in this new development, this phase of this new level of Nigerian women's football?
Okay, for Dreamstar ladies, we played in the Lagos FA preliminaries, and we couldn't emerge to go to the nationals. And a lot of lessons were learnt, though. A lot of lessons were learnt, and there are a lot of factors that must be considered because of our status. We are in the championship, and when you look at the status of the club, you know, there are a lot of things to be done. But one thing is certain, that our identity will never be compromised, because we deal with young talent, we deal with players who will be nurtured for national teams, and we keep working on this, we keep working on it, and we will surely not compromise it. And going into the season, the championship is coming up next month in July, and surely we've tried in one way or the other. About 7 top players at their tender age, 11, 12, 14 and 15. One of them is actually in the national under 17, the Flamingos. So these are players that we are going to project during the NWFL championship, and surely, all things being equal, we will surely do our best, and let's hope that promotion will come to the NWFL Premiership, and all things being equal, we are ready for anything. We are ready for anything. So we will surely do our best. We will surely do our best.
So finally, what do you think about what can you say about the organization? Because we noticed some lapses in terms of jersey. Most of some of the jerseys that players used for the final didn't have names, so it was even difficult for press people to identify a lot of the players. So these are some of the issues that were raised in terms of organization.
Anyway, when we talk about organization of the FA, of the FA Cup final, a lot of efforts were put in place for it to be glamorous, for it to be perfect. You know, you can't be perfect in all ways. And then for the numbers of the jersey, although the technical department of the NFF should have worked with the clubs, they should have worked with the clubs to get players' jersey numbers at least to be written at the back of the jersey for identification. Personally, we have also commented on that. It's one of the lapses that everyone involved surely will need to work on. And going forward into next season, and because of the fact that GTI actually handled this year's final, so you can see surely it's by at least you can experience such. But one thing is that everyone has learned one or two things, and going into next edition, surely a lot of corrections will be made, and better final will be experienced.